I hope this video will give people a bit of a feel about some of the projects that graduates have been involved in. There was a lot of talent in the local area, and we weren't really making the full use of that talent. We also felt there was a need in terms of resources to deliver some of the regeneration projects. So therefore we felt what we would do is develop a project which recruited local graduates from the area of Handsworth and Soho and Sandwell, who would then actually be trained and nurtured, whether that's through shadowing, mentoring, and actually doing some project-based work to start delivering regeneration projects in the area. These graduates would then go on to actually become professional regeneration officers or in the area and in the council.
I'm a graduate regeneration officer with SRB 6 program. Well, I'm mainly based with the employment team. I provide support to a number of projects, including ET117. I also do soft outcomes where I support projects like Earth Studios, raising educational attainment to measure soft outcomes. They provide employment training to individuals based in SRB 6 area. Our studio is based in on Gerrard Street.
We were able to measure some real sort of benefits to the individuals using the tools that we had from SRB 6 to measure soft outcomes, and as a result found that students largely were very responsive, if you like, to the program in terms of developing more confidence. The confidence were displayed in their attendance to some extent. They will come and arrive more earlier than students usually do. Working in groups, another thing that we find a lot of students will shy away from. We find that a large portion of the participants actually preferred working, in a team, and they respond, if you like, to the program a lot better when they do so collectively, as opposed to working as an individual. I think they were very supportive, way from the outset, and continue to provide support and guidance throughout the actual delivery of the program.
The biggest change has been her confidence in herself and what she can do. When she first came, she was really shy. She didn't always take part in meetings and networking at events. But over the past year, she's developed a lot of confidence. She's happy to chair meetings, share her ideas, get to know people. She takes part in all the team events. And she's a lot happier about getting involved.
I work at SRB 6 as a trainee regeneration officer, and I work on the business, economy and physical infrastructure theme of the project. I've been very lucky to be involved with a lot of strategic type of work as well, and that includes the area investment plan for Northwest Birmingham.
I've been able to take on a range of different tasks. Having a service that they've been able to provide has been extremely flexible, so we've been able to adapt them to meet the sort of different demands that we've had as a service, which has been dependent upon the sort of pressure points we've had in terms of work. So at one point we've had a lot of pressure on land and property, and we've been able to get them involved in that, and then they've had pressure on sort of marketing or community events within SRB6, so they've been flexible to be able to give additional support to that particular area of work. And so there's a range of different things that they've been able to get involved in.
The area investment plan has involved a lot of work and a lot of variety of work as well, and which has been pretty hands-on. You know, from driving around areas to trying to find development sites, taking pictures of those development sites, and also working very closely with the graphics team of Birmingham City Council to make sure we get the right look and feel of the booklet that we're putting together. So that would mean looking at maps and getting the right boundary lines of development sites, all useful information for developers really, and the important thing with that is we get it together so it's easily understandable and easily accessible to developers, but perhaps to a slightly wider audience as well, like local entrepreneurs who perhaps would like an opportunity to buy a site as well, or and perhaps make a business out of it.
We're also working with the North West Area Regeneration team and supporting what we're calling an area prospectus, which again will be used very much to attract private sector investors into the area. And again, that's on the basis, you know, if the economy is to grow and we create jobs for local people, and we also have initiatives which link local people into the jobs that are being created, that the economic regeneration of the area is essentially what's needed. Without jobs, essentially, you really only tinker around the surface. In terms of the long-term sustainable regeneration.
He's got used to the work, he's got a better understanding of the work, which was all new to him. You know, he's sort of started to sort of take a bit more of a strategic approach to it, a bit more of a sort of overview, rather than rushing around. It's prioritising, realising what needs to be done, which bits are most important and at which times, and then sort of being sort of more focused and disciplined in the way things get done.
I'm absolutely staying in Birmingham. There's just masses of opportunity here and there's so much going on as well.
I'm Noreen Kadim and I'm Trainee Regeneration Officer for SRB6.
Noreen's approach, fresh approach she's brought to the team has been her sort of background in community work, which she's been able to transfer those skills within the SRB6 team. She's also got sort of creative ideas and things about projects which she's been able to develop.
It's given me opportunity to work in regeneration, which I wanted to do. I'm working on capital projects, and it's just given me an opportunity to work with different people, a wide range of regeneration issues.
They're not actually seen as graduates within the programme, they're part of the team, they're members like any one of us really, and I think that's been the good thing. They've been willing to get involved, they've been willing to kind of get involved with the work, and they're not really seen as graduates but more of team members.
There's a lot more scope to do work. With NRF it's a lot more stricter. There's definitely more chance with SRB6. I'm going to be starting work with business security.
Thanks to Noreen, because she has helped me so much. She was, you know, she was the main one in the company there that helped me, and I will tell anyone to get in touch with Noreen.
I'm working on a big development in Northwest, Black Cat project. It's the regeneration of the whole site. We're still kind of looking into it, options, and working with consultants, making sure the community is consulted. My experiences here are going to help me move back to my ward and work on projects there, and hopefully I'm going to get the opportunity once come March.
All the graduates who we have taken on board have done a very decent and a very good job for SRB. They have been involved in all phases of monitoring and evaluating and implementation of the projects which we are doing through SRB.